Hello, everyone. Today I'm joined by Jesse Madden and Jordan Hornbeak for our Super Bowl prediction between the 49ers and the Chiefs. So I'll start it off. I like the 49ers in this game personally. Kyle Shanahan, I think he's a great coach. Brock Purdy, I don't think he gets enough credit for what he does. The Chiefs defense is good, but there's so many weapons on this offense. Christian McCaffrey, Kittle, Debo, Ayuk, Juwan Jennings is underrated too. And the defense, Fred Warner, Bosa. I just think this team is so dominant, and I think they're going to get the win.
Yeah, I'll follow that up. I mean, I got the Chiefs winning this one. This I think this goes back to the rematch in 2019. Pretty virtually almost the same team in San Francisco. And the Chiefs are looking a little different these days, but they're still getting it done. I know, there's X factors on for the 49ers on the offense and defensive side of the ball, but don't know if that's going to be enough alone. A lot of conspiracies out there with the Chiefs, with the number 13 and Taylor Swift and all that. And, obviously the marketing for the NFL would probably skyrocket if the Chiefs did win. Um, and I don't really trust the Niners with their playoff track. They have had a easy track, in my opinion. You play a Packers team wasn't supposed to be there, wasn't supposed to beat the Cowboys, and then you play the Lions, who are kind of just a Cinderella story for this season. That's why I got the Chiefs. I'm gonna lock that one in.
Yeah, I'm kind of I see the positives and negatives with both teams. I feel like I love both of these organizations, and there's no doubt like they do everything right. That's why they're currently in the Super Bowl. That's why they were in the Super Bowl a few years ago. That's why the Niners probably could have been in the Super Bowl last year, and the Chiefs were in the Super Bowl last year. And they're kind of both great teams, and it starts from the top with everything they do with their organizations. Both great coaches, general managers, great rosters. I can't really pick a team. I love them both. I've rooted for both teams throughout this whole season. I feel like you guys do make some great points. Like the Niners, I mean, their roster is so loaded, and Kyle Shanahan he's such a great offensive coach and offensive mind, and he's going to put his players in a position to succeed. But Spagnuolo on the other side is a great defensive coordinator, and he's going to put his defense in a position to where they're going to change the picture for Brock Purdy post snap, and we'll see how he does. I love Brock though. A lot of people in the media are saying, Brock's never played in a big game like this. But if you think about it, his whole career, he's played in big games. When he took over midseason last year, everybody was saying, is the moment going to be too big for him? And it's never been too big for him. So that's why I think, he's going to play well. Mahomes is Mahomes. Andy Reid's Andy Reid. They're going to get Kelsey the ball. It's going to be a great game regardless. I'm just excited to sit back and watch.
Yeah, and I was looking because they were talking about the Chiefs blitzing, and then I was looking at the stats. So they said Brock Purdy has 14 touchdowns, which is tied for the first most in the NFL. So it'll be interesting to see like what the Chiefs defense tries to throw at him.
Yeah, that will be very, very interesting. I think it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see what the Chiefs do with Chris Jones early on. Obviously, he's a menace for their defense, and 49ers offensive line is kind of weak outside of left tackle. So, you're probably gonna have to mix and match Chris Jones in many, different positions along the defensive line, and just let him kind of wreak havoc. You may not, it's tough. Spags loves the blitz. They probably won't be as blitz heavy though. You kind of got to watch the back end. They maybe down a couple defensive backs in the deep at the safety spot. So it'd be interesting. Be interesting to see what the Chiefs defense does.
One thing I'm going to say is we're always talking about offense and defense. I bet in a game like this, it could come down to an explosive special teams play. You think about last year it was Kadarius Toney. It had a great punt return. You think of 49ers had a Super Bowl against the Ravens, and Jacoby Jones had that massive kick return. And I feel like this could be another one of those games where it's going to be so tight. Both offenses are so good. Both defenses are so good. They both deserve to be here. And in these types of games, a special teams play could totally change the course of the game, whether that is, a long kick return, a long punt return, a blocked punt, or even a bit when covering a kickoff and you tackle them within the 15-yard line and you get the juice going and the momentum changes. Little things like that will be, will impact the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's a great point for sure.
I mean, like the 49ers, they have Debo taking kickoffs. So, as he breaks one, our Ray McLeod on the punts. He's got speed.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
hmm Could also just come down to who has the ball last. This is definitely one of those games. It could be another uh, Bills Chiefs, but in a Super Bowl type setting, and that would be amazing, not only for the fans, but just for the history of the game. I haven't seen a tight Super Bowl like that. Obviously you had one last year, but the years prior, I think the last one I can recall is probably Patriots and Falcons being up there is one of the best Super Bowls of all time. So I think we're in for a really, really good one tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. It should be exciting to see who comes out on top. And then you got Charvarius Ward, who was on the Chiefs last Super Bowl against the 49ers, and now he's on the 49ers side, so that'll be interesting.
That will be interesting. It's cool that they're playing again. And like Jordan said, I mean, the core of both teams is relatively similar, I would say. The Chiefs obviously different. They had Tyreek in that first Super Bowl run. But still Kelsey, it's the Kelsey Mahomes show with Andy Reid calling the shots. You love that. 49ers, obviously different quarterback, but you think of their captains, their leaders. You got Fred, he's back. George Kittle, he's back. Um, Obviously Coach Shanahan does a great job, tremendous job. And so it'll be cool to just sit back and watch a great game.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys for joining me today for the Super Bowl prediction.
Appreciate you, Nathan.
Thank you, Nathan.
Thank you.